on Facebook, or sorry, not Facebook, going live on YouTube early. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
What are you doing over there, Michelle? Michelle's getting everything set up.
I was playing with my cards.
That's that's a card. That's a
No,
huge book
it's a
or a
book
huge box, whatever.
with cards in it.
That is so cool. Yeah, yeah. So everybody, we're just waiting for Blog Talk Radio to start. The simulcast starts automatically. So it's counting down, and we thought we'd come on a little early. You can hear the behind the scenes, when the simulcast starts on radio. Michelle's with me today. I'm Dax, if you don't know.
I'm
One
Michelle.
minute until showtime.
There's the nice Australian accented lady now. 1 minute till airtime. That's right. I wonder if anybody's in the caller queue yet. Oh, yeah, we've got a bunch of callers already. And nobody in the chat yet. Chat's wide open, so you can come
It
join us.
is.
Yeah. And if you have any questions or
Oh,
comments,
hello, Sally.
suggestions, you want to get any, like a message or something, just put it in the chat there and we'll get them in the order they come in. Or you can call in the show because Blog Talk's actually working. Seven one
Yeah.
four 164628. That's 714-816-4628. Press 1 as soon as you get through. So we know you want to be live on air.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us across the entire globe. That's right. We are starting the radio simulcast of our show, Psychic Cafe. We've rebranded to Psychic Cafe. If you've been around for 14 years and you've seen us rebrand, we were Psychic Talk last, but we are Psychic Cafe now because it's in alignment with our brand new website, www.psychic.cafe. Come over and join us. We started the YouTube um, simulcast. It's a video stream, and we started that a little early before the radio started. I just thought that was kind of cool, Michelle.
I
Like
did too. That was really fun.
just start a little early. They get to hear the behind the scenes, when they're doing the countdown and letting us know that the show is going to start and all that. It's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are one of the only, if not the only, on all of YouTube, and they're all doing these lives and everything, where we actually have 50 phone lines.
Right.
We have a phone bank that you can call into 714-816-4628. And if you're listening on radio or you've dialed into that number, first of all, we take the calls in the order they come in. And when you get through, make sure you push 1 on your dial pad. That lets us know you want to be live on air. But we are on YouTube too. You can come over and see us. You can see the cards and everything like that. So come over to psychic.cafe/live. That'll take you right into the live. And that's good every day that we do a show. All you got to do is at showtime, type in psychic.cafe/live. It'll take you right into the YouTube live. You can see us, watch the show, listen to the show, and join us in the chat. Yes, nobody else is doing this, where you can call in too. So yeah, and if you already have YouTube open, just type in the Psychic Cafe and you'll see our channel pop up in the results. When you do the search, click on our channel, come in, you'll see the big red live letting you know that video is live, that the YouTube live is on that video. Just click on that, it'll take you in, you can get into the chat with us. Dan's popping in there saying hi to Sally, and we'll be getting to the phone lines in a minute here. Sally, I think, already put a question in. Anybody has a question that's watching on YouTube, like we said, you can call in. There's the phone number in the scroll right down here. In case you forget it, it's always down here. But you can just put your question in the chat. Yeah. If you want something general, just say, can I have a message from my angels? Could I get a message from the universe? Something like that. If you have a specific question, type in the specific question. Cards for the show. Hey, I got the 10 of swords. Something is, I mean, look at all those swords. I mean, we're talking overkill. Something is dead and over with, right? And swords are thoughts and ideas. It also can mean too much, like overthinking things. Now, the heart of the matter card was the Lovers card. So the Lovers originally was about a decision that needed to be made. So you put these cards together and it's like indecision, overthinking the decision, but it could also be a relationship that is, yeah, stop beating the dead horse. It's over with, folks. So now we'll see if that comes up in the show today anywhere, Michelle. By the way, Michelle, you're it looks like we finally got your sound aligned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For those that were watching us the last couple of shows that Michelle was on, like her audio wasn't synced up. So her mouth would be going and nothing was coming out.
Right.
Or she'd be talking and her mouth wasn't moving.
Yes.
So
It was quite comical.
So now it's in alignment there. Did you pull cards for today?
I did. And it's just, I'm over here laughing at us because, so I got the 8 of Swords.
Oh, right.
Which somebody is being trapped by their thoughts, which goes along with the card that Dax just pulled.
Oh, and notice in the Llewellyn deck, both the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords are in the surf.
Yes. Yes,
so
they are.
So they're very similar.
And then I got the 5 of Cups. So what is holding you back and trapping you is some sort of emotion that you are crying over. You're holding these emotions in and you're letting them tear your mind apart. But really, you got some good emotions going on. You're just focused on the wrong emotions. You're focused on the emotions that are eating away at your thoughts, and you need to be focused on the emotions that are going to pull you into a positive mind frame. So look forward, not backwards. So that's the cards I got for today's show.
Awesome. And I just pulled that card, the 8 of Swords. I just pulled it for Sally in the chat. So everything that Michelle just said is an answer to your question. She wants to know, would love to know the physical appearance of my next lover and have I met him yet? Okay. Things are not totally clear around that. I got the moon card here. Anybody that's been around for the last 14 years listening to me do this, that this kind of question, I lay out the cards and I look for a court card. So I was laying them out, and the farther out I go, the longer away that person is. And also, like what you asked, have I met him yet? The farther out I go, the less likely you've already met this person. And I had to go out pretty far to get the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Now, I'll tell you some qualities about this person. It's not written in stone, folks. The whole thing about like using tarot cards and, what's my next lover going to look like? It's very old fashioned and outdated. It comes from a time when, remember, all the decks back then, where were they? They were created in Italy and then in France. A bunch of freaking white people. Yes. Yes. It's only in the last couple of decades that we've gotten more inclusive decks that have, different skin color, different types of hair and coloring and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's very difficult to use Waite Smith, which, yeah, Waite Smith didn't come out to 1909, but still it was England and New York, and white people. All right. First thing I want to say is you probably have not met this person yet. It's too far out. And it's gonna 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it may be anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months. It's way out there. Now, I can say a few things because it's the page, which is usually a younger person. Doesn't have to be, though. What I'm going to say is, yes, it could be somebody chronologically younger than you, Sally, or it could be someone that is just youthful minded. They could actually be older than you chronologically, but be more youthful minded. Or on, looking at it in a negative way, Michelle, like childish, maybe.
Absolutely.
But I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go with, I just think they're either chronologically younger than you or have a youthful outlook. And this is Pentacles. So that's the earth sign. And typically, what someone looks like, it wouldn't be exactly what the person looks like in this card. Not that that has not happened before. But the coloring tends to be, remember, earthy, earth sign, right? So these people tend to have either brown eyes or green, and they tend to be auburn or dark haired people. Okay. So if you want to know the physical appearance, that's what I would go with. Okay. And so that's that. Hope that answered your question. Irene just came in. Hey, Irene. I just did Irene's. Where's your camera go? You disappeared.
Right there.
I just did Irene's numerology. She booked a session with me. We have yet to schedule the exact, day or time or what have you to jump on to Zoom. I'm available all the time though. But waiting to hear back from Irene on our message on Psychic Cafe. She's one of our lifetime members, I believe. And very interesting. Her power name, Irene Bonner, it reduces to a 2, but she's an 11 before the 2. So the Master Illuminator number. Did you get to look at your numerology, Irene? It's pretty fascinating. She's got her intensity number is 9 because the number 9 appears the most in her name. Actually, it's all 9s and 5s and a 2 and a 6. And you would think it would be 5 would be the intensity number, but that's not how it works in numerology. 5 and 1, at least in the English language, is so common that we take every 3 5s that show up as 1 5, and she has 6. So that's 2 5s, 3 9s. So that's why 9 is your intensity number. Also, her life path number is 9. And yeah, so 9s, think of the Mother Teresa. It's the Mother Teresa number, charitable people that really care about humanity at large and wants to help individual people and groups of people and everything like that, so and she's in a personal year of 3. I can't wait to talk to you about this stuff, Irene. Have you read over all the numerology that I sent you, and we'll go over it on our Zoom together when we get together. Okay, so I think there's no more questions in the chat. If you're watching us live on YouTube, go ahead and pop your question in or give us a call, 714-816-4628. Are you ready to go to phone lines, Michelle? We're gonna go
Oh,
check it out here. Who's been waiting the longest? Looks like area code 330. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 330.
Leslie from Holly Springs, Mississippi.
Hey, did you say? I didn't catch that. You said your name too quick. Leslie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Leslie.
hi, Leslie. How are you tonight?
Let me type that in here.
I'm doing good. It's been a while.
Cool. Well, we're glad you were able to
You
come back.
sounded familiar.
Yeah, definitely familiar voices.
Yeah.
That's what I like about radio.
Yeah.
We get to know our people by, the callers, at least we can by their voice,
Yes.
So what do you want to chat about tonight, Leslie? What's up?
Yes. About my current job right now, and I was had some issues in the last few days regarding my work and an issue in the class I taught this afternoon, and it's going into my personnel file. But I want to perform well for this fall and into the spring, because I want to have a good evaluation so I do not lose my job this year. Do you see me continuing under contract in my current job through next summer?
Okay. What do you get, Michelle?
Well, I got the 9 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. So, the 9 of Cups, we have the self-made person. So, no matter what the outcome, you are going to be fine either way financially, because you have a knack for being able to take care of yourself. We also got the 5 of Pentacles, which normally I would feel a little bit different about this card, but I'm with this in particular card, I'm seeing more of you walking away from the school.
Mm.
And so I don't necessarily see you staying there. But at the same time, we also got the 4 of Cups. And that one is showing that you need to do a little more research on where you truly want to go. Okay. Because I'm not sure that this is going to be the job that you're going to stay at. You may need to start planning for a new job.
Oh, I wanted to tell you something, Michelle.
Yeah.
The 9 of Cups, when you look at the 9 of Cups in the Llewellyn deck, it reminds you of the self-made woman, which is the 9 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite Smith. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
So my point is, for Leslie is the 9 of Cups is actually the wish come true card, not the self-made woman. So
it is.
Self-made person. Yeah. So who knows? He might then.
Yeah, now that I've seen that
job.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
I
is
just wanted to point that out because that happened to me the other night, Michelle.
It's so easy to do with that card.
Well, it's because the Llewellyn deck, the majors are slightly, not the majors, but all the cards, some of them are slightly different than the Smith version. And the same thing happened to me on a show a couple of shows ago where I pulled that card and I was like thinking the 9 of Pentacles, but then I'm thinking, wait, but this is the 9 of Cups. And I kid you not, I had to look it up online to make sure I wasn't screwing it up. Because
Okay, so
so
we are
even the
going
masters of tarot
to
sometimes,
make mistakes.
can make
So
mistakes, right?
we're gonna redo this. This is the Nine of Cups. This is the wish come true card. So this means you were going with the Five of Pentacles. It might be a tough go, but through winter in or through summer into winter, you're still gonna be at this school. And then with the Four of Cups showing back up, it is showing you at the spring studying under a tree.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yes, with
yeah,
the
because
change
Very, very
card,
cool.
this comes out to be a yes. You will be at that school. That's what this is saying is might happen.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You're saying that I'm gonna have like a positive evaluation with conditions.
That's what it looks like because the last card I got is the Five of Cups. So there's some cups that are
Yeah.
spilled, but there's still two cups standing,
And
which
see,
could indicate a probation period or
exactly.
condition.
That
Yep.
card is so perfect for that because it shows, and this is not so much for Leslie, but for like people that are wanting to learn to read tarot that are listening right now. That is such a perfect example of a card that, just fits the circumstances perfectly. Yes, it's the crying over spilt milk card, and yes, a few of the cups have spilt their contents, and there's a loss, and you're looking down, but then there's these two upright cards behind the person, and the bridge over the water, over the
Mhm.
stream to the goal, the building across the way there on the other side of the river there. And that is perfect for that kind of thing where, yeah, okay, you get a reprimand, something goes in your file, whatever, but not all is lost, because all you got to do is turn around and you see those two upright cups that still have their contents in them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
So good luck with
Yeah,
that.
because yeah, because I certainly don't want to lose my job because living for myself, but I still have to help my mother, which is still important.
Right,
And
right.
Mhm.
I'm going to be applying for another job here in about 6 to 8 months.
That's a good idea. Yes.
Yes. Well, good luck with that.
Good luck, and thanks for the call, and thanks for
Yes,
calling
thank
back in.
you.
It's been a while. Yeah, we're going to go over actually to 475 that's been waiting the longest. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 475. Are you there?
I think you should know this is another recurring caller.
I kind of
Hi,
knew who it
guys.
was, Sean.
Hey, how are you tonight?
I just like playing with you guys because I have so much fun.
What's been going on,
I got a
Sean?
very interesting question for you guys, though. So a few months back, we were talking about me doing a show with you guys at some point. I thought that would be fun. I'd like to pull some cards on that. See, maybe we could do a show together at some point in the future.
Okay. Sorry, I'm in the chat answering Irene.
So, no worries. I got the Two of Swords, which is indicating that there's some choices and decisions to be made. There's some plans to be made, decisions. I also got the Page of Swords. So before we take action on that adventure, we need to be prepared, which goes along with after we make that choice, we need to have meetings, we need to know what's going on, what's going to be talked about. Okay, taking plans, that's an action. And then I got the Justice card, which indicates it will need to be balance. There will need to be maybe meditation and being in alignment and making sure our energies all vibe with one another as we go about this journey. So I
That
see
would
a
make sense.
positivity.
So far, I get a good vibe already, so I figured that's a good start. But as
Yes,
you say, that we got to make sure everything works.
right. So we should do like practice rounds. Absolutely.
Right. And you have my contact information already, so that makes it pretty easy.
It does. Absolutely. It definitely does. And have you
Right.
joined
Yes,
up on
I have so much fun with you guys already. I'm
Have
sorry?
you joined up on the Psychic Cafe yet?
No, I haven't.
Website. Yeah, if you can,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me it's hard, but
Well, that's okay. Don't worry about
yeah,
it.
I'll try to figure that out. But for me, it's hard because of my vision impairment.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, I'll
Mm,
try and figure that out.
Yeah, forgot about the
no
vision thing,
worries. Yeah,
Michelle.
I did
Yeah.
too. I'm so sorry.
But thanks for the call,
No, that's
Sean.
okay.
It's always great to chat with you,
Yes, absolutely.
I'll go. Absolutely. You guys are one of my highlights of my week.
There you
Well,
go.
I'm hearing from you.
All righty. Good night,
Thank you.
Sean. We'll talk to you again soon.
Good night.
Good night. And yeah, I was just answering. Irene had a question about her numerology. She finally wrote back and said, yeah, she saw the numerology that I sent her. And she had a question, which is very interesting for everybody else out there, too. So I answered as best I could in text. I hate, typing things out. It takes freaking forever to get, something out. Oh, but you know what I hate worse than text? I hate voice text. I hate when people you look, you got a text message and you look, or like on Facebook or whatever, and they left voice messages where you have to play it.
Yep.
Guess what, guys? You send me those, I'm not listening to what you're saying. I do not have the time to sit there and listen through you blah 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 blah. Type out a short text. I can read infinitely faster than you can talk. It takes forever for me to listen. I had one person send me 5, and
Wow.
I listened to like half of the first one, and then I was like, yeah, that's it. I'm not listening to the rest of these. I do not. So everybody knows I do not do. Now, Gloria said something in. Hi, Gloria. Gloria's in there. Said something about audio typing. I'm not talking about audio typing. That's fine. So you pick up your phone and and you're bad at typing or something. So instead of that, you hit your mic, you say what you want to say into your phone, and it makes it into text.
Yeah.
And then you hit send, and it sends the text to the person. That is what I want. That if you gotta talk, if you can't type, there's something wrong with your vision, something, whatever, hit the microphone, say what you're gonna say. It'll turn it into text, and then I'll get the text message and I'll read it. Do not record yourself, the audio of your voice is what I'm talking about, of you talking, because it is annoying. It takes forever to listen to. Frankly, most people sound really stupid.
I'm just like, either way, I don't
Oh
care.
my God. Yes. And Gloria says, I know what you're talking about, audio recording. Yeah, it is god awful, except for there might be 1 or 2 people in the universe that I would take one from, only because they know how to do it short and quick. And it's like less than 10 seconds, where they go, "Bleh," and they say what they
Yeah.
need to say, and I get the message. But 9 times out of 10, I mean, they're talking for 5 minutes and the thing's going, nee, 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 nee. And then there's 5 more below that. It's like, no, I am not listening to that. So don't send them to me. I'm telling you right now. Okay. So I tried as best I could in text to explain to Irene. She was like, does it matter that it wasn't my full name? No, it doesn't matter. We got tons of information. Does it actually matter? Well, yeah, it matters. And let me tell you why. Because there's your birth certificate name, the name you were born with. And then there's the name that most people know you by now. Because almost nobody goes by their full. Yeah, there's a few people, David Allen Greer, and a couple that, there's some famous people. There's some people out there that go by their first, middle, and last name. Kind of pretentious, if you ask me. But, most of them, I actually don't mind it, but most people don't, if their name is, David Allen Greer, they go by David Greer or Dave Greer.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like we shorten our first names down to nicknames. We get rid of the middle name or people drop the first name and they do the middle name. So like David Allen Greer could be D. Allen Greer.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend of mine, and that's how he signs his name. And I'm trying to remember now. I can't remember his first name, but his middle name is Dave. And we all know him as Dave. But if you see him write anything out, he goes V. David, his last name. I think V is Victor. And he doesn't like Victor. And it's a good thing because I would call him Vicky just to mess with him. Anyway. So, that full name that you're given at birth is very important. That is going to give us your personality number, your soul number, your destiny number. But that shortened name, or if you get married and now you have a new last name, or a hyphenate, God forbid, a hyphenated name. Oh, I cannot stand hyphenated names. Anyway, that's what's called your power name. And it's kind of in the name of the name, power name, power, what that is. It's like most of us are doing this not on purpose, right? We're given a nickname by other people. We just naturally shorten our name from our full name to our first name and our last, or first name and married, or nickname of the first name. Jonathan gets shortened to John, and there's the Jon spelling and the John spelling and the oh my god. Anyway,
so many varieties.
But we can do it on purpose too. That's the cool thing. Like when think of think of something. Oh, Elton John. Perfect example, right?
Yep.
What the heck? I'm trying to remember what his name. Reginald Kenneth Dwight.
Yes.
And he changed his name to Elton John. Actually, Sir Elton Hercules John. But he was Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Now he's Elton John. So Elton John is a different energy, and it actually changes the energy. See, that's why parents get to name their kids. You, as the kid, you get the birth certificate name. You can never get away from your birth name. However, you can change it and change the power, change the energy. That's why it's called power name. The power energy you're changing.
And for the younger generation,
parents go to numerologists to name their kids.
They do,
because they are setting up the energy. All right. Now it's pretty hard to take a dart, and make sure that they pop out on a specific date. But after they've popped out, we can look at the date, and that's where all the other numbers come from. So I did not have Irene's full birth name. I just had the name that we all know her by. And that's our power name. And that's all I need, though. I don't need, it'd be nice to do your full chart, Irene, but we really don't need. We've got so much information from the birth name, from your birth, from the birth date, we don't need the whole birth name. And some people don't want to give out their birth name,
Right.
but that's okay. I can get the whole 9 numbers from all that. But if I don't, at least I have the power name, and from the date, the whole date of your birth, I can get your life path number, which is arguably the most important number. Really, if you only know that, you're fine. Now, the month and the day gives you your attitude number. And then that attitude number added to the current year number, which is 2024. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. It's 8. So 8 plus, and by the way, I have the same attitude number as her, 4. And 4 and 8, 13. 1 plus 3. 12. Wait, am I doing that? Yeah, 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Yeah, so we are both in 3 personal years. So I can get your personal year, your attitude number. I can get life path. And because I didn't have the whole birth name, I did the power name, but I also looked at the intensity. Normally, you only look at the intensity from the birth name, but because I only had the power name for Irene, I looked at the intensity of that power name, which is where all those, remember I said all those 9s and her life path numbers. Yeah, which is very fascinating because she's meant to be helping people, right? She's got all that 9 energy there. And then she's got that 4 attitude that, the 4 is like the structure, and she's got the life path 9, right? So yeah. It matters that I didn't have your birth name, because I wasn't able to get the soul number, the personality number, the destiny number. But we've got the power name number, we've got your life path, your attitude, your personal year. Arguably, those are the most important things. If somebody wants me, if they book a session, full session, not one of my shorter ones, but if they book a full session and they want their full chart, I'll do it, but really, if I'm sitting down to do a reading with you with the cards, I really only need your birth date. I don't even need your power name number. All I need is your birth date, because the life path, the attitude, and the personality is what's really going to inform a reading that's done with cards or some other way of doing it. Anyway, so just to answer her question, and also to give a bunch of information for other people out there, if you're really curious about this stuff, take my course, Tarot by the Numbers. You learn tarot and numerology together. It sets you up to become a certified tarot reader as well as a certified numerologist. And it's half price right now. Yes, normally $297. It's only $149.
And Suhani was saying that in
Mhm.
India, parents call their family priest, and they use astrology to find the best initials for their baby. Yeah.
That's right. And their astrology, by the way, over there is different from our astrology. Theirs is not always, but typically, for the vast majority, it's called Vedic astrology, whereas in the West, it's Western or Pythagorean astrology. And then there's also Chaldean, which is more West, but it is instead of base 10, it's base 8. So the numbers only go up to 8, whereas in Pythagorean numerology goes up to 9, 10 if you're stretching it. That's where we get the 10 numbers in the minor arcana and tarot, but it's really 1, because 1 plus 0 is 1. Anyway, was there any more questions in the chat? There was a question, I thought, from Gloria.
Yes.
My aunt came through a spirit box. Does my aunt Darlene have a message? You have a spirit box, or is it one of those apps? I think there's a spirit box app, isn't there, Michelle?
I'm not sure. Is that the same thing as a Ouija board?
No, but
Oh,
yes,
I've
but
not
no.
heard of the spirit box. I've heard
Well,
of
a spirit box is more along the lines of um hearing speaking within the background noise, typically like through radio sets, and
okay.
they back in the 20s they came out with spirit boxes where you would hear voices and the sounds, whereas the Ouija
Oh,
board is a board,
yes, because
and
I make my
you're
own boards.
getting the
Yeah,
number, you're getting the numbers and the letters from the,
yeah.
and the yes and the no, and you have the what's called the plant
The
shard,
planchette.
plant shot, planchard, planchard.
Planchette.
Anyway, people of all different pronunciations, it's screwy. Don't,
It's
okay.
insane. Yeah.
But let's see if we can get a
Okay.
message,
I
and who knows, nothing might come through, but let's see what's going on. Michelle will see what she can get here on that. I'm looking to see if Suhani's in there. She's the one that, let us know about the Vedic astrology and the arranged marriages, and the family priest gets the name, and but Suhani's been here a lot.
Okay.
Necrophonic, Spirit Talker are some of the apps. There's like some apps that Gloria is letting us know about. I don't know how much I trust apps, because people think apps are like this incredible thing, and really somebody putting in some lines of code and it does what it's programmed to do. It's not like some fantastical amazing thing that's some incredible oracle, or you know it's crazy. And we'll be going back to phone lines in just a sec here. Got let's see, 929 and 509. Get ready, we're coming back. What are you getting as far as
Okay.
anything come through?
So I have that your Aunt Darlene is going to be with you. She is your thoughts.
Mm.
She is there with you to tell you there is something new coming. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it is okay to have the happy ending that you want, and that it is there for your taking. Okay, because so the first cards we got is the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So
Mm.
that's your aunt. The Queen of Swords is your Aunt Darlene, and the Ace of Swords is you. Okay. And she is saying with the Ten of Cups, it's not too late to have the happy ending you're looking for. And then we
Cool.
have again the Nine of Cups. I seem to be pulling this card a lot tonight.
Ooh, wish come true.
So your wishes are there. Your hopes and dreams are coming true. Don't overthink it. Trust your intuition. Okay. And that's what your aunt is telling you. Trust your intuition, because your dreams are going to happen. It's not too late. It's there for the taking.
Awesome sauce. Hope that helps you out there. Oh, Olga's back from Australia. She was
Oh,
she was with us last night. Charlotte was my guest co-host. Oh, by the way, if you missed our show on Mondays, sorry, if you missed our show on Monday, we had to postpone it till yesterday because of storms we were having in Tucson. So if you wondered what happened, that's what happened. If you missed the show and you want to listen to it, Charlotte was great. You might want to tune in. It's in the recordings. You can listen to it. We did it yesterday instead of Monday. That's all. Okay. And Olga was there. She is in Australia. Yay. By the way, she asks, what can you see for me? So I'm going to pull some cards here. What message do we have for Olga? Are you ready, Michelle?
Mm-hmm.
The Nine of Cups, the same exact card. It keeps coming up for you.
Oh, we were so in sync tonight.
And then I got the Six of Wands, the literal success card, Olga. So this is what it's saying. The wish come true card, yeah, it's the, you can have your wishes come true, blah, blah, blah. But what it's saying is that you need to manifest it. Okay. So yes, your wishes can come true, but wishes do not manifest. Ooh, what's Dax talking about? Okay, so in the beginning of the year, we do these things where we set intentions for the year, and sometimes people call them New Year's resolutions. Now, the word actually meant back in the day, resolution is to resolve, meaning that I shall do. There's no ifs in there at all. Lately, the last few decades, this is watered down to where it is a bunch of wishes. And it's not real resolutions. Okay. The same is true with manifesting, is like it's a wish if you don't have intention behind it, power, and the power comes from the wands step. There's actually the aces, the wands and the cups and the swords and the pentacles are the 4 steps with the magician card for manifesting. And wands is the passion. What's the passion? And then the fuel is actually the cups, the emotion, your emotion. All right. So there's 4 steps to it. And what happens is it never gets to those other steps, especially the last one, which is taking action. It's the pentacles. It's actually action in the real world. It ends up being thoughts in our heads. It's just the ace of swords, and we don't get to the cups and the wands. What do I mean by this? Well, what's going on is it's a wish. Okay. It's why it's very difficult to manifest money. And I know right now you're going, oh, well, yeah, but people manifest money all the time. No, they're not. They're manifesting the energy means in order to get what they want, what they really are manifesting. Okay. Money is ambiguous. Money is, you can't get a strong, some people can, but it's rare. You can't get a strong feeling, cups, or passion, purpose, meaning, and passion, which is very close to the emotions, but it actually is a separate step. You can't do that for money. Money is an energy exchange. That's all it is. It's not a thing unto itself. You want the Maserati, you want the job, the career, you want the house by the beach, you want to meet the man or woman or they of your dreams. It's not the money, it's what the money can get you. Okay. And that's what this is saying is, yes, your wish come true. Your wishes can come true. You can be successful, but you have to have the passion. I also got the 4 of Cups. All right. So there's an opportunity up in the tree there. You're not happy about these 3 opportunities right here. Okay. So what that's telling me is you need to get clear about what you want so that the universe can then manifest that for you. So it's not enough for the wish to come true. Yes, it may be your wish coming true eventually, but wrong card. Wish come true is the 9 of Cups. It may happen, and then yeah, your wish came true, but you got to take it from the wish to the intention first and know what it is exactly you want, and then your wish can come true. So that's a lot of great information for you, Olga, but also for everybody else out there listening as well. So Suhani wants to know what's coming for me. And before we do that, though, let's go over to area code 929 has been waiting on the phone lines. Caller, are you there? 929?
Yeah, hey, it's Stacy. Dax, how are you?
It's Stacy. Doing pretty good.
Hey,
Michelle, it's
how's it
Stacy.
going? Good weather. Yes.
What's your question for us this
So I have
time?
a general
Dave?
question.
Yay.
Yeah, thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
Okay, things are starting to move along slowly but surely due to your show and due to your help. Thank you.
Yeah, we've been coaching you along for a long time. But it's working.
And yes. So I have a good question for you. So you know I do part-time healthcare work on the side. And I wanted to kind of get my resume out because I'm trying to buy a used car. So do you think that this month or this week would be a good time to get out the resume, or should I get it out next week?
Wow.
That's just for that part-time position.
So what are you getting on that, Michelle?
Well, I got the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So one is indicating at least, if you add the two numbers together, you get a 10, which is a 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say at least a month away. So I'm going to say it's looking about September.
Okay. That sounds good.
And then as long as you are saving, you'll have that celebration. Because the Seven of Pentacles, he's looking at his money tree, right? And then with the Three of Cups, there's the celebration. So just keep saving, keep planning, and yeah, within a month, you'll have that celebration.
Oh, sounds awesome.
So that's what I see for you.
Hope
Okay,
that helps
awesome.
you out,
And a month
Stace.
will be your fast.
Yes.
It helps. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty.
Okay.
Thanks for the call. And we're going to go to area code 509. Hello, caller. Are you there?
Hi. Yes,
Hey.
I'm here.
What's
Can you
your
hear
name,
me?
hon? Where are you calling from?
How are you? My name is Mindy, and I'm calling from Washington. How are you guys tonight?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I had a question about my situation. It's funny you were talking about birth certificate names earlier, and I'm in the process of ditching my birth certificate name because of the fraud. So I'm in bankruptcy court right now, and I'm going to drop that name totally because it was created for the government to use and with our birth certificate. So I'm going to completely abandon that name and go by a different name. So that's weird that you were talking about that. Kind of funny.
The confirmation you needed.
But,
yeah.
We always have a lot of synchronicities on these shows.
It's funny. It's really funny. But my question is, so within that, I've got a problem. Well, it's a sort of a problem. I mean, yeah, it's a problem with where I'm living. And I'm wondering if you guys can tell me like what happened there and what's going on or what's going to happen.
With where you're living.
With where I'm living currently, yeah.
Okay. What are you getting, Michelle?
So I'm getting the Five of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of maybe there's a lot of abuse going on. a lot of verbal abuse that you are either hearing, experiencing, or living around. I also got the Eight of Cups, which is indicating that it might be time to walk away from where you are at. It might be time to take that movement. We also got the Seven of Wands, which you're fighting against what's going on there. And it's not healthy for you. And you need to become the queen of your own actions. And where you're at is holding you back. And so maybe it is time for you to start either cleansing your place extremely well and or start planning to look for a new place. And by cleansing, I would suggest sage, Palo Santo, different things of that nature.
Awesome.
So it doesn't go with me?
That's what it feels like, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for the call, Mindy.
Yeah, no, I just been fighting. Yeah, I just been fighting. It's just but because it's so wrong, but if it's time to go, it's time to go then.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys.
Having an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Alrighty, have a good night. And you know, besides questions about your life and stuff, you can also ask us anything you want about tarot and numerology and psychic things, reading tea leaves.
Yes.
Crystal balls. You have a crystal ball right there. Scrying.
I do.
You can ask us about numerology. And is it still getting hot?
No, I switched out the light bulb. I found a small candelabra, and now it doesn't get hot.
Good, good. Yes. Remember, everybody, use the small or use LEDs because they don't get hot. Anyway, any questions about numerology, psychic development, all the things, you know, you can ask about that too. You can also ask about the Tarot Guild. You can ask about our new website, Psychic Cafe, as well. Let me look and check in the chat here. The next question was after Olga. Julia had asked for a free reading, and I said, okay, put in your question. And she finally put something. I thought someone else had one right before that, but maybe not.
I think it was Suhani.
It could just be
because Suhani asked a
no,
question.
that one, yeah. No, I'm talking about before that, but it was probably just Dan chatting in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew about Sahani's, you know, what's coming to me, but I was talking about, I thought there was a written out question.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Now, when I scroll down, there's a question for, here's one from Sahani that is not a reading that I want to answer. One more thing. What's your look on coffee readings? Like it's being trendy on YouTube. I did not know that.
Me neither.
Now I've got to do, because remember, we're Psychic Cafe. You know, coffee readings, really cool. It'd be great to get someone to do that. You know, what's my take on coffee readings? Well, coffee readings, you're reading the grinds actually, and it comes from the Middle East mostly. That's where it's most popular. It's basically, you know, the Middle Eastern or the coffee version of reading tea leaves.
Yeah.
And reading tea leaves and reading coffee grinds are a form of scrying. Scrying is seeing images. So with the crystal ball, when they're scrying, or a mirror, or there's one of those blackout mirror things, you know, you're gazing into the crystal ball. I'm gazing into my crystal ball, you know, or some reflective surface, and you're looking for images to come up that are going to give you context and information. Same thing with the tea leaves and with the coffee grinds. You basically you dump the cup. This is after you drink it, and it only works, Turkish coffee, something like, because you have to have the grounds in it. Whereas, see, we strain everything, but in the Middle East, they don't strain. They put the coffee in the water the way it was originally done.
Yes.
And then we had percolators that kind of did that, but then kept it separate. But then we came out with all kinds of paper and metal filters and all that. And then there's the French press where you push the grinds down.
Right.
And I guess after you drank the French press, you could take it out and then dump the grinds out. But what they're mostly talking about with coffee is you're drinking Turkish coffee that has the grounds in it. So when you're done with the cup, you turn the cup upside down, it lays out the grounds, and then you're scrying. You're looking for coded images and symbols and things like that in the coffee ground. I find it to be very, very difficult.
It can be very difficult.
I mean, scrying in general, like I cannot, use a crystal ball. Everybody thinks, oh, Dax, he does tarot, doesn't he? Do that tarot stuff and numerology? Oh yeah, so he can give him the crystal ball. He'll read the crystal ball. It's like, no, these are very separate modalities that take specific skills and training and ability. And I can have you reading tarot cards in under an hour, whereas scrying anything, crystal ball, tea leaves, coffee grinds, it's going to take a lot more skill development, a lot more skill. So what's my take on it? Well, I don't know if you're asking, is it a good thing? Or are you asking, do I do it? Or are you asking, does it work? I don't know. I've never had, in all the years that I've owned coffee shops and done coffee and done tarot, I've never had anybody read my coffee grinds or my tea leaves. Is it accurate? I have no clue if it works. I assume it does. And the reason why is because I know all this other stuff works. I know that you can get information by looking at little pieces of cardboard with symbols and images on it. Right, Michelle?
That's right.
Little pieces of cardboard with
there we go.
Yeah. So like I know, that that works. So I figure that can be extrapolated to anything else, Michelle.
It can. And it takes a lot of intuition, like I was just telling actually Mindy in there. It's a beautiful thing, but it takes a lot of intuition and connecting with your spirit guides or your guardian angel to use your tools as well. Because you got to be in tune, you got to be in touch to be able to scry. You're not just looking at a picture, you're using your clairs.
Yes. So, and by the way, I have been doing numerology and tarot for so long that I could see myself maybe getting into something else card related, like Lenormand, oracle cards, things like that. But I'm not going to learn astrology, and I'm not going to learn scrying, and I'm not going to learn, tea leaves and coffee grinds, because it is way too much work. It's so much easier to do someone's numbers and that usually answers half their questions right there, and then pull cards, then learn how to do. The only way I would ever do coffee grinds is when I retire, if I decided to like open a coffee house.
Oh, there you go.
And call the coffee house Psychic Cafe.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I might, learn how to do coffee ground readings, or I would have somebody that knows how to do it come in,
Yeah, there.
But
Yeah.
if I did have a coffee house again, ever got back into coffee, because I did it for 20 years. If I ever get back into it again, I'm definitely going to have, card readers there and everything like that. In fact,
Absolutely.
always wanted to do a coffee shop where the artwork on the walls and the tops of the tables were
Ooh,
all tarot and
really
oracle
fun.
card art from the tarot card.
Yes.
So think of the beautiful art. Look at this, Michelle. So like the beautiful art in a card, but blow it up.
On table.
Do not the hold on. I got something different for the table. This is for the wall.
Ooh.
So now, do you remember we interviewed Roxy and she had her full-size artwork that she's auctioning off? I'm talking about taking these digital in the digital form and
Yes.
blowing it up and making wall hangings and different things out of it. Now,
Oh.
as far as the tabletops, I would not do that. What I would do instead is I would take cards and look, Michelle, I would take cards and I would lay them out on the tables and
Mm,
I would lacquer it
yes.
so it was permanent, and
Yep.
so every table would have different cards from different decks and everything like that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
It would
Heck
be
yeah.
so eclectic, so eclectic.
Ladies.
Yep. I wonder if there's a huge delay because Sahani is just coming in going, I know true Vedic astrology is, and I'm like, wait, are you still back when we were talking about Vedic astrology way back? Or are you talking about, I was bringing up learning more modalities? Oh my God. Anyway, let's see what that, Tiffany came in too, by the way. Let's scroll back and what do you see coming for Suhani?
Well, Mindy just said, Dax, knock it off. I am painting on my table when I was waiting for you guys on the line. Crazy, I'm tripping.
Hey, we're psychic that way,
Talk
I
about in
guess.
sync. Yes. Wow.
Mm.
Okay. So Suhani's question was, what do I lost her question? What's coming next for me?
Mm-hmm. I gotta find these coffee reading
Yeah.
YouTubes.
So Sahani, you are almost to the end of whatever it is you are doing. Okay, you feel like you are carrying this really huge burden. So I have the 10 of Wands, but you're almost there. So whatever it is you are doing, do not give up. We
Mm.
also got the 2 of Wands. Okay, so you are, and it looks like, I'm not kidding, it looks like she's holding a crystal ball. So you are in control. Don't give up because you can see into the ball and see what's ahead for you. Okay? You can scry into your own future and you can start making your own plans. I also got the 8 of Cups again. So it is time to walk away from some certain emotion that is holding you back and start planning on filling up those cups with emotions and with things that are going to build you up and that is going to let you fulfill what it is that you see for your own future. Okay? Because that's where the work is going to come in.
Mm.
So that's what I see for you. Do not give up. It might seem like
Yeah.
it's hard work, but you are so close. And your future is in your hands. You got this, girl.
Right. Oh, another thing that Mindy said, so how do you use the crystal ball then? And and she said, hilarious, you knew one of us had one. Well, Michelle does right there. And
Yeah.
Guys, it's a decoration. It
is.
Yeah, if I have a crystal ball anywhere I'm at, or crystals in general, they're paperweights, folks. I don't scry. Anyway, there
Well,
was a question and I just pulled cards. Julia had asked, if she could have a question. And I told her, put your question in. And she said hello. And then later on, okay. And then okay. She finally got to something that looks like a question. It's not a complete question. Like, I have no idea what she's asking here, but she says, why don't they show remorse for ghosting?
yeah, I wasn't understanding who she was talking about.
But in the interest of time and in the interest of answering all questions, I just pull cards for it, and what comes up is what comes up. So why are they not showing remorse for ghosting? Okay, this is why. It's the Seven of Wands. They feel embattled. They feel like the wands are coming at them from every direction. It's a defense response. And yeah, they're not going to show remorse for that, because they feel they're justified. That I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying that any of this is right. I don't even know who's ghosting who and how, and I don't know any of the details about what you're asking. Yeah, and I don't want to know. I don't need to know. I'm just telling you that is what is going on there. So what can you do about that? Well, pretty much nothing. But I did get the Empress card, which is card 3, creativity and communication. You can work on your communication. You can work on outreach to them. You can get creative. Okay, Tiffany wanted to know, will I meet new love interest by the end of this year? I'm single. Thanks, Tiffany. Okay, so I started laying out cards, and my normal thing where I lay out the cards and I'm looking for the person to come in, but I stopped, and this is why. I'm not getting a specific person right now, and your question was by the end of the year. That's still pretty far out. Okay, so we're not going to actually see that showing up in the cards until we're within a few weeks, or at the earliest like 2 months, so 8 weeks. But will it happen? It looks like it will, because look, I got the Ace of Wands, new opportunity coming in, right? The Eight of Wands, saying things are going to happen rapidly here, and 8 is also abundance, right? And then the 10 of Pentacles, which is about family. So yeah, I think it's going to happen, Tiffany. I think by the end of the year, there'll be a new love interest. Now, you can ask us again in, say, I want to say September.
Yeah.
And then if nothing comes up specific, ask again in October. And we'll keep looking for like a person to show up. Ron had a question. I think, is Ron next? Hi, Ron.
Yes.
Do you see me landing a new job soon in the near future? What are you getting on that, Michelle?
So, all right. I am seeing the Six of Swords. So in the near future, I do see a new job coming, because 6 is a victory number, but it may require some traveling. I also got the Page of Cups. So you'll definitely have to learn new things with this job, because the page is, with this page, I feel like he's just, it's an immaturity, but not from being immature, but for lack of knowledge. Okay. So I feel like you do have a new job coming. It will require some sort of travel and some sort of new knowledge or skill that you're going to have to learn. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Ron, and I hope that is helpful for you.
Yes, yes. And Mindy was asking about booking a session. Let me put up our URLs. Oh, that's the coffee one. If you want to buy us a cup of coffee, speaking of coffee, which we just were, I put this in the chat. I said, speaking of coffee,
Right.
we haven't mentioned it all night. You can buy us a cup of coffee at psychic.cafe/coffee if you're enjoying the shows, if you get a great reading, or you just like hanging out with us. You want to send us some love, go over to psychic.cafe/coffee. And then you can contact Michelle and I in between shows, psychic.cafe/Michelle, psychic.cafe/Dax to book sessions with us. And then I did want to mention for everybody to go and check out the sale. So psychic.cafe/summer. My readings are half off, $99.99. They're only $49 right now. Professional certification, membership in the Tarot Guild, my course, as I mentioned earlier, everything's on sale. Yep. So you can get Tarot Guild membership, normally $78 for the year, which is still dirt cheap. It's a few dollars. It's probably less than the cost of a latte a month. But you can get it for $39. Professional certification, $69 if you're already a member. If you're not a member, you can get certification and membership, $99. My course is half off, $297. It's only $149 right now. But you can also get the package deal, the super duper thing with the course, certification, and membership for $199. And that's a lot less, by the way, than half price. In fact, I'll just throw a reading in too. If you get the membership, certification, and course deal at $199, I'll throw in a $99.99 reading free.
Awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of coaching and readings, they're half price too, as you can see, $49, which I did mention earlier, but it popped up here. And then hopefully, hopefully tomorrow I'll be on with Ellie. It's been a little bit. So I'm hoping Ellie will be on with me. Saturday, I'm doing a solo show. Actually, I'm not. I take that back. I said that wrong. I'm doing a show where, because I do solo shows, which are fine. The reason why I don't have a co-host on here is that this is one of these weird in-between shows, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have anybody scheduled. So I put Dax and Friends, meaning I'm inviting everyone.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm hoping that Charlotte, and if you're available, you could pop on. Maybe Ellie, maybe Pamela, maybe Catherine, maybe Maria will pop on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be really cool. And then
that's going to be fun.
And the day after, on Sunday, August 18th, it's Stephanie Dreams. Now, remember, these are our weekend shows, so they're during the daytime, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, right? So 11 a.m. San Diego time, 2 p.m. New York time, 7 p.m. London on Saturday and Sunday. The rest of the week is when we do the evening shows because it's weekdays. So we do, 6:30 in the evening Pacific time, 9:30 in the evening Eastern. Stephanie Dreams is going to be our guest. It's going to be me and Pamela Steele interviewing Stephanie. The Enchanted Shadows Oracle deck. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that.
Yes.
That's going to be fun. Plus, I got Pamela with me, and she is a famous deck author, artist, deck creator, and author. And so she's perfect to have on to interview somebody creating a deck. And we're going to talk all about that stuff and publishing and all kinds of stuff if you're interested. Maybe you're interested in making your own deck or decks.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Did we do Ron's question?
We did.
Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much ready to get out of here. In fact, I was shocked because it was not even 7:30 yet. Now it's already to 7:47. I swear
Yeah.
we cannot get away with just an hour show ever.
Nope.
I was trying, and it looked like we were going to do it because we were getting down to the nitty-gritty last couple of questions, and it was only coming up on 7:30, but yeah. Oh, Tiffany said she liked and subscribed. I guess we should mention that because I
Thank
always
you.
forget. Please subscribe to the channel and like our videos. And by the way, if you like these, we have a whole bunch of pre-recorded videos like workshops we did in the past and stuff. And they're all free right there on the YouTube channel. Go and watch them. And that helps our watch hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But please subscribe. We're still trying to get to what? 1,000?
Yeah.
We're over 500 and we need to hit 3,000 watch hours to get the first level of monetization. But we want to get to the 4,000 plus a 1,000 subscribers. And we're at 586. So oh wait, it just went up to 588 as I was looking at it. You guys are listening to me. Thank you very much. And we are at 2,496, almost 2,500 watch hours. We need 3,000. So we need 500 watch hours. That'll get us to 3,000. It'll open the first level of monetization, which is you can put shopping on your channel. You can do communities with memberships, and you can do supers. So the supers are the super chats, super stickers, and super thanks. And then we might do away then with our go to the coffee page and buy us a coffee, because you can just do a super chat right in our chat room, and that's what we're aiming for. So yeah, if you go and watch some of the workshops that you're interested in, even if you're not interested in it, like I said last night, turn on an hour and a half video, go do the dishes and come back and like the video. That'll help our watch hours. Dan's been doing that for us. I got to start
doing it.
Yeah, because you don't actually have to have your eyeballs on it the whole time. So if it's a workshop or a review of a deck or something you're interested in, go ahead and watch it. But if you're not, hey, just turn it on, come back an hour later, put another one on, come back an hour later.
Yep.
And hey, 500 more of those, and we're gonna hit that 3,000. I can't wait. I'm hoping this stuff
excited
snowballs,
Right.
But anyway, we got to get out of here soon. See if I can get back to the thing here. Weird thing is, love chatting with you guys. Suhani said, like, she's interested in talking about different things. Like she asked that question before, and then she said Ouija boards, like how they can connect positive and demonic spirit. Does it happen with tarot too? Any experience you've had? Okay, so I've worked with thousands of readers for 20 years, and I've never experienced anything even remotely negative with the tarot.
Me neither.
Now, some people, I think a lot of it has to do with, I don't use the cards for mediumship. Now, if you use it for mediumship,
I've used them for mediumship, and I have not experienced that.
But the people that have problems with certain things, like Ouija boards, is because they're asking entities in. And if you don't do a protection spell, you can get negative entities, and they can masquerade as family members, as positive people, as guides and stuff like that. At least that's what I'm told. Again, I have
you have to go in shielded, warded, protected, grounded. You have to know when you have to go in talking with your spirit guides and your your guardian angels and being protected with them so that you can go in, and you have to close out properly so that you speak with the right entities. And when you close out, you thank them so that they leave, and you close out and the entities are no longer with you. There's a lot to it. It really is. But it is fun, and it can be a great
but
experience.
Nothing negative though.
Nope.
Nothing negative. There was a question though. Sassy had come in and said, how will we end up together? The person on my mind. Okay, this is what I'm getting. There they are. They're the page. There's the Queen of Swords. I think that's you. Look, your back is to him. Doesn't bode well. That's what I'm getting. Mindy said
that was the card I had picked for her. I haven't picked any other cards. That was as far as I had gotten for her.
Was that question? And you picked the same card.
Yeah.
Isn't that unreal? This stuff is scary. This is actually more scary than the Ouija board stuff, I think, because it's just wow.
Crazy.
Mindy was asking something about can't find where to click on for the book. I've been looking on there. Never mind, I found it. See, I don't know what book she's talking about, unless she's talking about the angel book. Oh, by the way, Maria had asked me to do a promotion for the book, and she had this fancy thing, video. No, I did not have time. You remember we were racing before the show to get the promotion. I didn't have time. Sorry, Maria, I didn't have time to put that up, but I already have your angel book right here. Hello. And then if I bring up the URL, there it is, psychic.cafe/angel book. If you want to get Maria G. Moss's book where you can connect with the angels, it's the Angel Practitioner Handbook, second edition. Well, it's not really called the second edition. It's called Revised Edition. They charge more if you call it a second edition. Yes, all these little publishing details you don't know about. So that's why she called it a Revised Edition. And let me see if I can put that in the chat real quick here. Angel book. And this is what I'm going to say also about that. So you don't have to be or want to be an angel practitioner to get the book. Because if you just want to connect with your angels, if you want to learn how to work with angels and things like that, you can use the book for that too. Even though originally it was supposed to be the handbook for the certified angel practitioner course, which it is, and now it's expanded even more. Oh, by the way, I could put that one in too, because it's just CAP course.
Which is really a great course. Yeah,
you can sign up for Maria's course at psychic.cafe/CAP, CAP course.
Yep.
Certified Angel Practitioner. So it's CAP course, and you can get certified as an angel practitioner. By the way, if you do that and other stuff like life coaching, that qualifies you for the next level in our certification. So certified tarot reader, and then certified tarot professional means that you've had a certain amount of experience, and you also have gotten certified in something like the CAP course, the life coaching course, something like that, to show continued further development. All righty.
That's my next step.
Yes, your next thing. We got to do that.
Yes.
And guys, do it. All you people out there, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong thing here. I'm trying to turn off the book, and I'm changing to the other scene instead of, there it is. I got rid of the book. Okay. What was I going to say? So we were talking about next levels.
Next levels, yeah.
And so I'm telling everybody out there, In fact, let me go back here because it's on there. The sale, professional certification, each level is only $69 right now instead of $138 a level. So, guys, if you're ready to go to certified tarot professional, certified tarot master, grab the sale. That's right. Shh.
I'll be doing mine Friday. Yay.
Anyway. Yeah, it's like don't wait till the sale's over. Labor Day, it's going to be like around Labor Day-ish,
Right.
beginning of fall. It's the summer sale, so the end of summer. Don't wait till then, and then you have to get it at full price. If you're not a member of the guild now, get the annual membership now. We don't have the lifetime anymore. That's gone, but $39 for the year, that's less than $3 a month.
Right. It is.
And nowadays that means it's half the cost. For years, because I was into coffee way before this thing, for years I told people, join the guild. It's like the cost of a latte at Starbucks.
Yeah.
But that was 14 years ago, 10 years ago. Now it's not. It's so freaking expensive.
Yes, it is.
Now it's half the cost of a Starbucks latte.
Yep.
Because you're spending about $6 to $10.
It's insane.
Insane. This is so much fun, though. I love hanging out with you, Michelle.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been a blast.
I hope Ellie can join me tomorrow because I love being on with Ellie too.
Yes.
Everybody loves Ellie's readings. She's so
amazing.
She's so calm and smooth and just says all the right things at the right time.
Yes.
Yep. And then our Mondays are going gangbusters. We are hitting unbelievable views on the Monday show, which we didn't do this week. We did a Tuesday show. So the numbers were
down. That was good. Yeah, but it was a fun show. It was great.
But Mondays with Charlotte, oh my God, they are so popular. And yesterday, I swear to God, the switchboard was like this. It was like call after call.
Yeah.
Whereas today we had, 3, 4, 3, 5, but oh my God, yesterday and on Mondays, it's just jam packed. I don't know what it is. I told Charlotte, it's like, you got the magic touch or something,
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see you tomorrow when Ellie comes on, and don't go over to the sale. I don't think I put the sale in the chat, so I'm going to put that in there. Psychic.cafe/summer. You can book a session with me half price. You can get your membership, certification, my course, or one of those great package deals with a lot of the things together. When you do those, it's a half price sale. Everything's half price, which is incredible. It's even cheaper more than half off when you do the package deals. Yeah. So grab that when you can. And, a lot of people don't think about it. They think readings and stuff, but you don't have to just use it for that. If you are a budding tarot professional or been doing it for 20 years and you want to build your business up more, book a session with me. We can do success coaching, business coaching, life coaching, not just readings on your interpersonal life and, all the typical things, that's what we specialize at the Guild, is helping people with their tarot business. So yeah, you can book half price sessions with me, and I always, I throw in a little bit of NLP and hypnosis and all kinds of things. So, and you're getting it on the cheap, instead of $199 a session for hypnosis, which half price is $99, you can get it for $49. But don't tell anybody else. It's just the people on the radio shows.
That's right.
I'm not going to do that for everybody that sees the sale,
No.
Yep. All righty, Michelle.
Okay. Well,
Time to get
same to you.
time to get out of here. I had so much fun.
Me too.
Good night, Mary Ellen.
Good night, John Boy.
All right.